Hi there, thanks for stopping by. Today I want to share with you several of our favorite barbecue side dishes. These are great side dishes for any outdoor activity or carry-in. So you may recognize a few of these I've posted in other videos, but I put them all together for you, so let's get started. Okay, the ingredients that we need are about 1 pound of a macaroni of your choice. I have elbow macaroni, and then we'll cook that according to the directions, making it al dente. That means it has just a little bit of a chew yet, because it will spend about an hour in the smoker. And then we have about 5 or 6 cups of cheese, and it can be the cheese of your choice. It's nice to have a variety. And so I have about 2.5 cups of cheddar, a sharp cheddar, and then about 2 cups of smoked gouda, and 1 cup or 8 ounces of cream cheese. And then for the roux, we need 1/2 cup of butter, and then we'll have 4 tablespoons of flour, 1 tablespoon of ground mustard, 2 cups of half and half. And then to top it off, to give it a little crunch on top, we have 1 cup of panko, 1 tablespoon of sweet paprika or smoked paprika. You can use paprika if you want, you don't have to. And then 1/4 cup of butter. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, to our cast iron skillet, we added the butter, the 1/2 cup of butter, and melted that. And then I'm going to add the 4 tablespoons of flour, and then I'll whisk that in good. We'll let that cook for just a minute. Then add in our tablespoon of ground mustard. And then we'll slowly add in, well, let me turn the burner down. We'll slowly add in our half and half. Then we'll continue stirring until it's all smooth. While we're cooking this, we will be heating our smoker to 225. And I actually am cooking ribs today, so it's already at 225, so it's all ready for us. Okay, that's nice and smooth. So now we'll add the macaroni. It's a good idea to add a little oil to the macaroni after you cook it so that it will not be so clumpy. I started to add it and it was one big clump. Okay, now we'll stir that in. Okay, now we will start adding our cream cheese. And we'll mix that in. I'm going to add about another 1/2 cup of half and half because it's pretty thick here. And I still have to add the other cheese. You wouldn't have to. I like it more creamy. Okay, now we'll add the other cheeses. I need to do it a little bit at a time so I don't spill it all over the outside of the pan. It's better to shred the cheese yourself than to buy pre-shredded. You can buy pre-shredded, but it has a coating on it, so it doesn't melt quite as nicely. I just have my burner on really low. At this point, you can taste it and see if you need any extra seasoning as far as salt and pepper. Okay, we'll go ahead and put our panko on. I mixed the 1/4 cup of butter that was melted, 1 cup of panko, and 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. So we'll put that all over the top. This just makes it nice and crunchy and adds a lot more flavor. It doesn't take long for the noodles to absorb the smoke flavor, so you don't have to leave it in there an extremely long time. And everything just needs to melt together and just absorb some of that smoke, and then it's all ready. So you can do it as little as an hour and as long as 2 hours, but I wouldn't go much more than that. That's entirely up to you. So we'll go ahead and put it in. Our smoked mac and cheese is done. So now let's dig in. Yum. Smoky and yet creamy inside. Perfect side dish to go with any barbecue. Okay, these are the ingredients that we need for the salad. We need about a head of lettuce chopped up, and we'll need about 6 or 8 eggs. We need about maybe 6 slices of cooked bacon cut up, and then about a half of an onion, and then about a cup and a half of your favorite cheese. I'm using a cheddar. Colby cheese is really good, or a sharp cheddar. And you'll need about 2.5 cups of Fritos that are just slightly crushed. Those will be the top, and we won't need those until just before you serve it. So we'll set those aside for now, and we'll go ahead and get these things cut up, and then we'll do the dressing after we get the salad put together. Slice in half, and then again, and then just, I like to do it so that you get a big chunk of egg in there. The egg is one of the key ingredients here. Okay, let me get the onions and the egg in there, and then we'll put the bacon pieces in. And then, I don't think we'll use all of this cheese, but we'll use probably a little more than half of the bag. For the dressing, we will need 1 cup of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Now, you can actually use 3/4 cup of the mayonnaise and then 1/4 cup of sour cream if you're not so crazy about mayonnaise. Sometimes I even buy if I'm in a hurry, like a poppy seed dressing, and then just pour that in, because it's basically the same recipe that I use for poppy seed. I just add I think a half teaspoon of ground mustard for my poppy seed dressing, and then the poppy seeds, of course, but the rest of it's pretty much the same. Then just whisk that together until it's completely combined. Get it nice and smooth. That way you make sure that the sugar is all incorporated. Okay, it should look like this. And we'll pour it over our salad. Once you start stirring it together, it doesn't look like quite as much dressing. You could actually add a lot of different things. You could add sunflower seeds, or raisins, or cranberries, or whatever. Strawberries would make a great summer salad. Beautiful. And then just before we serve it, we'll add the corn chips. We'll come back later once we get the corn chips on. Okay, these are the ingredients that we'll need. We need some fresh broccoli florets, and I have 2 bag 12-ounce bags here, but I think probably about 20 ounces is a good amount. And we'll need some bacon that has been cooked, and we'll crumble that up. We need an onion. I have red onion here, and either craisins or raisins. If you don't like those, you could just leave them out. And sunflower seeds. If you don't like sunflower seeds or don't have any, you can use any kind of seed, or there again, just leave them out. And then Miracle Whip or mayonnaise, and a little bit of sugar, and we're also going to use a little bit of milk. Some recipes call for vinegar, but this is the recipe that we've used for years, and we really like it with just milk, mayonnaise, and sugar as our dressing. So follow along. We're just going to cut up our broccoli and then put it all together. It's so easy. We'll start by putting our broccoli that has been chopped up a little bit so that it's even pieces, bite-sized pieces. So we'll put the broccoli in, and then our onion. Next, we'll put in our raisins, a 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup sunflower seeds. Maybe half cup. And then our bacon. Okay, next we'll make our dressing. 3/4 of a cup of Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. 1/3 cup of sugar. It may seem like a lot of sugar, but it's actually a lot of salad. Just enough milk to get it to stir together so it's a little bit thick. Okay, I think that's about right. Just pour it over. We'll mix that in and see how much we're gonna need. Just the right amount of dressing. Like I said, all of the ingredients are just however you like it. If you want less of something, put it in, more of something, or sometimes we've even added cauliflower to it, or cheese. Those are good additions. So you just make it however you like, but this is the basic recipe. Today we'll be making Uncle Harry's baked beans. Sometimes we even call them Harry beans. But Uncle Harry is my husband's uncle, and he makes these beans for all the family reunions and get-togethers. I think most of the family has gotten his recipe. But it's very simple, but very good, just delicious beans. Okay, these are the ingredients that you'll need. You'll need 4 pounds of beans, and it can be any kind of beans that you like. I do have baked beans, almost 2 pounds there, pork and beans and black beans. Sometimes I do northern beans, and I usually do have at least one can that is a baked bean base, but you don't have to. And then it calls for 10 1/4 ounce of tomato soup, but I didn't have that size, so I just had the large size, so I'll just use about 1/3 of it. And then 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, and salt and pepper for seasoning. And then for the vegetables, we'll have chopped onion, pepper, and celery. And then we will have about 1 cup of brown sugar, and you can adjust the sugar however you like. 1 pound or so of sausage, and this is browned, and this is the breakfast sausage mix, and I really like that with the beans. That's a really good flavor. And then the recipe calls for about 6 slices of bacon, but bacon is one of those things that you measure with your heart, kind of like vanilla, so however much bacon you want. And we don't put that on until it has cooked quite a bit in the crock pot. This is a crock pot recipe, so super simple, just browning your meat, and then everything will be dumped in the crock pot, and then you just cook it until you're ready to eat it. And you can alter this recipe however you like. We stick pretty close to the basic recipe just because we like it so much. The basic recipe does call for garbanzo beans and kidney beans, but I do not like them, so we just use what we like. So I hope that you'll try it, but follow along as we just dump it in the crock pot. I forgot to mention that you're going to want to saute the onions, pepper, and celery for optimal flavor. So I have done that. I actually sauteed them in the sausage grease. So now it's just a matter of dumping everything in. I drained the black beans. And remember, we're only doing 1/3 of the tomato soup. And then the tomato paste. Okay, the veggies. And brown sugar. And sausage. Okay, now they just need to cook a bit. Okay, as you can see, it's done, and we've stirred in the bacon. No need for me to try it because I've had it many times and I know it's delicious. You'll find the recipe and instructions down in the description box, and I hope that you will give it a try and let me know what you thought. Okay, this is what I'm using today. First of all, I need the crescent roll dough, and I'm using the crescent rolls, but they do have a dough sheet that you could use, which would be fine. And we'll bake that in an oven that's 375 for anywhere from about 8 to 12 minutes. And then we will top that after it's cool with 8 ounces of cream cheese, about a 1/4 cup of mayo. And then for vegetables, it's very versatile. You can use whatever veggies you like. I'm using broccoli, bell pepper, and green onion and carrots. And sometimes I even add cauliflower. You can add tomato, squash, whatever veggies you like. And then we'll top it with cheese. And I'm using mild cheddar today, but there again, you can use whatever kind of cheese you like. The first thing I do is go ahead and get this crust in the oven. You'll bake this in a preheated oven at 375. I've got the crust cooling over here, and we will put in the cream cheese, the mayo, a couple tablespoons of ranch mix, and I'm going to go ahead and mix this together. You don't have to use a mixer, it just comes together a lot easier. There you go. Now keep in mind that this is a raw vegetable. The only thing that's cooked is the crust, so you want to use veggies that you can eat raw. We will plop this on and spread it out. You can make the crust as soft or crispy as you like. See what I mean about the holes? It's not going to matter so much because you're going to cover it up. By the time you bite into that piece, you'll never know there was a hole there. All right, then we'll just put on our toppings however you like. Sometimes even at Christmas time I make this and then shape it into the shape of a Christmas tree. So we use it actually all times of the year, but we eat it mostly in the summer. Just pile on the veggies. Voila, beautiful veggie pizza. I hope that you'll try it. Let me know what things you like best on your veggie pizza. Okay, I have shared several of our favorite side dishes, but I'd like to know, what is your favorite side dish? If you have a recipe you'd like to share with me, just put it down below in the comments, and I may choose one of your recipes to do a video of. So continue to follow along. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and come back again for more videos. See you soon.